why you can't help but being the black swan on this spiritual journey, that is that ugly duckling and side-eyeing men and the grannies trying to suck on your energy. So yeah, I've put these words into 3 pieces, and I really can't give you the reason because I don't know, but those are the things that I have experienced personally, those phenomena, so to speak. Those things really do happen, and those things are essentially the same, because as you participate in this peculiar, unique spiritual journey of self-growth, and you discover yourself, and you become more of an authentic self, very much not like the masses. I'm only using this word for the lack of a better word, but anyways, in this unique spiritual journey of yours, you will become more authentic, and you will become more and more different than other people than before. And so one of the characteristics that I have discovered and found for myself is that you will really become more lighthearted. And ironically, being more lighthearted than most of the people will very oftentimes mean that you will be let down. Do you quite get it? Because I want to put it this way, because if you were to be really much more lighthearted than most of the people around you, and some have said that, some have put it this way, being more high vibrational than yourself in the past, and being more high vibrational than most people around you, friends, family members, acquaintances. All of those things will mean that relatively you will feel that most of the interaction, if not all of those interactions you have in your day-to-day life, you will just feel that those interactions are lame. I don't know how else I can explain this, but really, yeah, you will, if you resonate with this, you will literally feel that most of the interactions that you have with people, not really, but oftentimes, as a matter of fact, you will feel those interactions are lame, or very low vibrational, and very inauthentic, very fake. So yeah, how each situation unfolds, it is different, but essentially it is the same. You will be let down for that reason, because you are more lighthearted and more high vibrational than most of the people around you. Yeah, so back to the title of this video. That is pretty much why you just can't help but being that black swan, sort of a social outcast, being that black swan, or being that ugly duckling. You just can't help but being that, because you're emulating or imitating the image of the Mashiach, the anointed one, Messiah, and by emulating and imitating the image of the Messiah, the chosen one, that is, naturally you will ignite or just create some repulsive reactions from others, repulsive reactions slash emotions within them. And speaking of the side-eyeing men, in my experience, younger men did not really have to do with this topic that I'm going to speak on. Like the teenage boys and the youthful men, probably in the age range of under 22 or so, they have their own like natural God-given youthfulness, right? So in that sense, and from my own experience, oftentimes middle-aged men, like men in their 50s, 60s, sometimes in men in their 40s or even 30s, a handful of them, and or like maybe even every day, the strangers, the really the strangers that only just crosses you by for like only a few seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds or so. Those men will be really side-eyeing. Like, some people may say that I am delusional, or this is being paranoid, but I have never experienced similar things when I had nothing to do with seed retention, or when I had much less interest in the kingdom of God, and when I had like, for example, 6-7 years back in 2018 and 2019, even until 2021, I smoked half a pack of cigarette every day, and I probably jerked off to porn sometimes twice a day, and just normally I would jerk off to porn 3-4 times a week back then, like anytime before 2021, right? And now it is 2025, and really, in those time periods, like just throughout my whole life. And by the way, I was serving in the military, in the Korean Army, in 2018 and 2019, and so at those times, and all of those times, really, never in my life had there been similar incidents of like older men side-eyeing, like staring, oftentimes having a look of slight maliciousness or sometimes envy. like, it's up to you. You decide for yourself, like, if I'm being delusional or paranoid, or if I'm just being honest. Because it's not about myself. It's not about me. It is about the spirit that is dwelling in me through Yeshua and the Holy One of God. Because this world is not only a place of matter, it is also a place of spiritual battles, and really it is a spiritual battlefield full of evil angels and good angels, and those those beings are literally hovering around each street and each corner of this world, each and every city: Toronto, New York City, Tokyo, Berlin, Rome, London, Cape Town, Beijing, and the list will go on, right? So yeah, I'm clarifying this for you guys and for myself too. It is not about myself, but again, it is about the spiritual matters and the spirit that is dwelling within me ever since I have been awakened to this lifestyle of being more high vibrational and being more clinging to the spiritual integrity. Like, I do make a lot of mistakes and a lot of faults throughout the day and day to day, but ever since I have been introduced to this spiritual journey, very, very individual spiritual journey, and plus that seed retention, I have been more sincere with my accounting, really, where my heart and soul is directed towards. And ever since that, I have been much more interested and much more putting my attention towards these unseen spiritual realm. Those three things that I mentioned in the title of this video, that is being the black swan and the ugly duckling, and the men, especially older men, side-eyeing with slight maliciousness, and the grannies trying to suck on my energy. And the third thing is not really like one-sided thing. It's not really just a negative thing, but you know how women can be, and especially sometimes, a lot of times, the older women can be really nagging and trying to suck off, like make like a whole interaction out of nothing, because they need that attention and energy, and they need that, like, they need to release that emotional, like, that nagging nature, the equivalent of which will be like the natural male urge to release the semen, which I've never thought about it this way, but anyways, it just came out of my mouth. But yeah, so I have only mentioned these things because I somehow just wanted to just press this record button and talk about these patterns and these things that happen. And these things are really odd, and sometimes these things can be very discouraging, because like I just want to just normally live my life and put my life into just focusing on developing my craft and all, career path and all that, and all of the normal stuff. I want to work out and have like a productive day without being hindered, right? But a lot of times, like, but I have to mention this, that a lot of times you will encounter very good people too, very good people that are kind and benevolent towards you. But at the same time, those things that I've mentioned in the title of this video will definitely, most definitely happen to you, and it will sometimes get on your nerves. But just know this beforehand, so you will not get too discouraged, and you can just push through with the grace of God, right? So yeah, again, when you are on this spiritual journey, you will encounter a lot of good people, but like I said, the older men will oftentimes deal with you with their jealousy, and sometimes they will project their own feelings of insecurity and inferiority towards you, and make like a really bad arguments or some conflicts and etc. And the older women, the grannies trying to suck on your energy, they will make unnecessary interactions which are not so pleasant. So yeah, I have communicated these things to you guys so that I could be somewhat of an help. I hope that this video was informative or helpful in some way. I love you guys, and feel free to comment down. If you ever had some similar experiences, you can just comment down below a whole story. You can leave a long comment, and that would be nice. So anyways, that's it for tonight. Bye guys, I love you. Peace, I'm out.